taking a moment to explain a little bit around hypnosis and therapy and how the two on their own can create great things, but together they make a hugely powerful combination to create fast and effective life transformative change. So hypnosis, if you don't know anything about it, it's a natural state of mind that we go into multiple times a day when we're gazing off or daydreaming, watching a movie and we're fully immersed in it. Even in a conversation, we're fully immersed in the conversation. That is effectively a hypnotic state. And there's nothing really woo-woo or crazy about it. It's very natural and part of what and how our mind conducts itself on a daily basis. So when we hear the traditional forms of going into hypnosis, a lot of people will sort of begin to join or make connections around like meditation or relaxation or walking in a long field of grass and like linking things together. And these kind of things, while are really, really great, what the missing component for change and ultimately, if you've had some kind of hypnotherapy before and you haven't had it successful, is likely because of what happens is that when you go into that trance-like state, you haven't unraveled all the knots or the mess somewhat of the way that you have got to that problem in the first place. So therapeutically, these are kind of things like knots around beliefs and conflicts, assumptions and conclusions, all the way that your life has got to where it is right now. And so understanding that really, really briefly in the way that I've described it, you can understand that just having hypnosis or just having hypnotherapy isn't enough to create profound, fast, and effective results. And on the other side of that, flip side of that, the therapy, I mean, how many times have you seen somebody, or you might have even had it yourself, somebody who's gone to counseling, therapy, for years and years and still not resolved the problem that they originally went there for. They might have got a lot of benefit from it, from having that expression of their whatever's going on for them, but that root problem is still there. And so the thing with traditional forms of therapy is that there's a lot of conscious discussion. There isn't a lot of intended direction around revealing that unconscious information, and the skill set is not there to communicate unconsciously. And I know this pretty well because within the training that I have learned, advanced conversational hypnosis, there are multiple counselors, psychologists that are jumping on board this as their new evolution of the way that they conduct their therapy. And so here we have right here, which I am offering you as a coach, as a health and well-being coach, as a personal trainer, a nutritionist, or however you might attach yourself as a health and well-being coach, that same ability to become a therapist and to become a hypnotherapist that can access and transform within your client huge subconscious change. Because when we conduct the therapy, untie all the mess, as I mentioned before, the knots, the beliefs, the confusion, the conflicts, the assumptions, the conclusions, and everything that the client has attached and formed for themselves, when you can unravel that and then take them into that trance-like state so that the unconscious mind can then create new resources and make new choices in light of what they have thus unraveled since getting into that trance-like state, then they can pop out the other side with a whole new perception of life, a whole new demeanor and character about themselves, because life has taken on new meaning, taken on new choices, new direction, all kinds of fabulous and crazy, amazing stuff. So if you are, if this does resonate with you about wanting to take your coaching services to another level, evolve it to something that is really, really deeply and profound, jump on board my advanced conversational hypnosis training specifically for personal trainers, nutritional coaches, and any kind of health and wellbeing coach that you might attach with that.